Thank you for tuning in to What Do You Think? I'm your host, Trace Williams. Are you above the law? Why not? Let me tell you a story. A very successful business owner who has been building homes for decades uses subcontractors to complete the tasks required to finish the product with both quality workmanship and efficiency. He selects his choices by bid on each home to be built by his top 3 subcontractors for each task to be completed. He selects one subcontractor for each task, and the project begins. He gives his customer a tentative start and completion date of the project and notes there may be delays due to weather or other special circumstances. He sends out a tentative schedule to his selected subcontractors and his expectations. The project is on schedule, and it comes down to setting appliances. When the stove was to be put in place, it was noticed that it was the wrong stove, and has been determined that the business owner had inadvertently ordered the incorrect one. He quickly rectifies the situation. However, because it was his fault, he could not send that stove back for credit. So what he decides to do with the stove is to give it to one of the subcontractors who is in desperate need. That subcontractor, acknowledging the kindness of the business owner, tells someone who does not care for the business owner. That person, in turn, reports this allegation to the authorities. After the investigation, the business owner is then indicted and prosecuted and found guilty of a crime. A business owner is not permitted to give anything for free to a subcontractor due to the fact that it may warrant a favor from the subcontractor at a future date. It's pretty simple, cut and dry, open and shut case. This is a pretty small example of a small crime without intent. Sure, a good lawyer may be able to present a case to dismiss, but maybe not. The point is, there was an indictment and a prosecution. The business owner has not been unscathed. If this business owner can be prosecuted for this action, should his neighbor be held to the same standard? What about your city councilman or woman, mayor, governor, congressman, senator? Where should equal justice under the law stop? Maybe it should stop with his neighbor. After all, his neighbor is your city councilman or mayor or the local golf pro. That's fair, right? Everyone in town knows him and respects him. Why should he or she be held to your standards? Should it depend on the crime? What if the crime was driving under the influence? How about domestic abuse? How about antitrust laws by selling trade secrets to the business's competition? When does equal justice under the law stop? How about selling domestic secrets to a foreign entity, whomever it may be? At what point does someone become too wealthy, too famous, and too much of a name recognition to have the same laws apply to them that apply to us? This is in no way meant to point the finger or accuse anyone of any crime. It is merely to make you, the listener, think for yourself about the fairness of equal justice under the law. What does it mean? Who does it apply to? What would happen if justice were equally applied to a superstar athlete, entertainer, or political figure? Maybe different public reactions to each? I'm Trace Williams. What do you think?